the sugar cane. Great Riders, come on for the walk, come on for the walk, come on for the walk, y'all. Or get your mats, get your weight, get your chair. Let me get in front of the camera. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on with this camera and me. Oh, well, because I'm not a camera person. As my daughter says, and I say on the podcast, when we look at the video from us taping, my daughter said, "Oh, mommy, I can tell when you hold the camera and when I hold the camera." Uh, and I was like, okay. Yes. Let me tell you what me and the ancestors are vibing about this morning. They had me cracking up. Artificial intelligence. Now, on this penal colony, people with artificial intelligence, making artificial intelligence. Let me clean up my glasses. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay? They're so uniform. On this penal colony, they're so uniform. They still hating us for what our ancestors did to the King of England. Let's take the jump to the King of England 600 years ago, because we ain't never did a damn thing to America or the penal colony. So I said artificial intelligence, and the ancestors started laughing, and I started laughing. And then the ancestors said, that's not for African Americans because we're not artificially intelligent. We are intelligent by nature. And nature is ever evolving. It is getting better and better. But I know from being on this penal colony, the Hatfields and McCoys, they don't believe in progression, being progressive. They believe, because it's a penal colony, it's staying in that loyalty box to the king. And you have the Democrats, which is the oldest one. So they've been doing it for a while. And then you got the Republicans vying for the king's attention. So, what kind of artificial intelligence you gonna have? If your history is full of lies, then your artificial intelligence is a lie. No, we kidnapped the Negroes from Africa to come over here and pick cotton. Bullshit. They was firing Europe's ass up. Firing their ass up. And they control them. And when they took over power, as we can see all the time, they sent us to the penal colony. And then they started sending us to the penal colonies. And then they said, let's go to Africa and get them before they attack us. And they sent them to the penal colony. So that bullshit, cotton picking bullshit they telling you about, don't do no business with this penal colony. Ooh, they don't know the truth. You can't do business with people who don't know the truth. Discrimination. And the ancestors had me laugh this morning. They said, Vicki, if a serial killer of old people moved in next door to you, what would you do? I was like, oh, I'm like, get that nigga out of here. He gotta go. Get him out of here. I can't live here. He kills old people. He's gonna kill me next. Now, an African American moved next door to you. An African American, he's a thief, he's a liar, he's a killer, he's a thief, he's a killer, he's gonna kill my kids, he's gonna kill my garden, he's gonna kill my dog, he's gonna kill my cats, he's gonna kill my rats in the basement. He's gonna kill my mother, he's gonna kill my father, he's gonna kill my grandma, he's gonna kill my grandmother. We ain't never did that to them. They do it to themselves. But I'm trying to tell you the parallel of criminal and criminal. Now, say the serial killing old, the serial killer who likes to kill old people moved next door to me. I want him gone. I would be in complete fear of him. I'm an old person. Now, an African American born inmate criminal moves next door to a white person. I can't live here. I can't live here. Not only is he gonna kill my cats, he's gonna kill my rice, he's gonna kill my family, he's gonna kill my husband, he's gonna kill my mother, and then they're gonna kill my garden, then they're gonna kill the neighborhood, and then they're gonna and then they're gonna kill the school, and then they're gonna kill the school teacher, and then they're gonna kill the school things around the school. Why? Because they're inmate criminals. When the police pull you over and they run your tags, and they said these tags are associated to a known killer. You know, because they run the plates. And they do it just like that, a swipe. So that police officer knows he's dealing with a known criminal. Though he's white. It says right there on the computer thing that he's a known criminal. So, of course, the policeman gets out the car with his gun pulled. So, since they're taught that we are born inmate criminals, they don't have to check the tags of the plates. All they have to do is see the skin that is labeled inmate criminal. He's going to pull his gun. Chances are he's going to shoot you. Because you're a criminal once by birth and by environment or a mass of land. And then if the cop stops you, you're already a criminal twice. And he can shoot you. That's the formula for us here. So, and they say, well, why would they do all that? They never did nothing. They didn't blow up the federal building like McVeigh. They ain't trying to poison the water like y'all always try to do. So many things that these white folks have done on this penal colony that they get a walk on, but they're not criminals. Once they can break the law, they become labeled criminals. But not from birth. I'm a criminal inmate from birth and blood. So that was McVeigh's first time. That's why they was trying to get him off. But he killed so many African American little kids. They ain't gonna tell you that part. That's what I'm saying. Don't do no. The Native Americans say, white man speak with forked tongue. They ain't never did lie. They ain't never did lie. They ain't gonna keep their word. These Hatfields and McCoys, they're not progressive. Going back to that artificial intelligence. I spent years until they came out with the Afro, I don't know what to call it, movement, when we were able to wear our afros, when we started learning how we got here, but only the white people's version. But for me, I was like, oh, this is how we got here. I had been asking in school for some time. And all they would do is change the subject. So when I hear these Hatfields and McCoy politicians like DeSantis say, no, your child will only learn this or your child only learn that. They have been doing that. So now let's look at the artificial intelligence. Let's look at the artificial intelligence that's making the artificial intelligence. Seems to me that it's just lies. Anyway, the ancestors had me rolling. They said, as African American, we're progressives. And AI can't keep up with us. Those where they say little 8 notes, that's all the music. Bach, Beethoven, Schubert, just 2 little notes. It makes all the music. No. James Brown proved that. He took it to totally something else. Al Green proved that. Stevie Wonder proved that it's way more. And you can do way more. Now let me, and then I guess my daughter said, oh Lord, what's mommy into now? They had me crying. They said, live, not say, don't call them mental thing. They said, can artificial intelligence give you a line like this? Bitch, I'm back and my ass got bigger. That artificial intelligence ain't doing that because that's the progression of the inmate criminal. Their artificial intelligence is going to say, there is no black people. There is no African. Native Americans never lived here. This is where Leif Erikson, the Viking, came in. This is Leif Erikson country. The lies. The lies, honey. I think you have to be intelligent in order to make artificial intelligence. And I ain't seen the intelligent part yet. Where them? Where them? You still saying, oh, your story. Our history is prisoner of war of the King of England. And every country knows that. Every nation knows that. Just because on this penal colony you telling lies, it doesn't mean every country is telling lies. They know it. But on this penal colony, y'all do a lot of hiding of it. So as far as African Americans are concerned, they don't know. They still think they was brought here to pick cotton, not as imprisonment and enslavement of a people who dare to attack the King of England, the King of France, the King of Spain, the King of Portugal. And they said they was going to make our ancestors pay for it. I can tell them. Right now, wow, 600 years. Woo! It's like if we keep dropping prisoners off at Guantanamo Bay. And they have family. And they have children. And their children are raised on Guantanamo Bay. But they're not told how they got to Guantanamo Bay. They're told, oh, your family was out fishing and they got caught in an international thing. And then we put them on Guantanamo Bay. Can we leave Guantanamo Bay? Well, you see, what it is people hate you on the outside. So if you leave Guantanamo Bay, they ain't going to be nice to you. They ain't going to like you. So just stay here and do this work. We got a little work. We got to build. Y'all need houses. So we're going to build. And 600 years later, And then like, wait a minute. How are we here? Why? And what is that? Why can't we learn? Why can't we know maritime? So this artificial intelligence, y'all go ahead. But it has to be intelligent people that's making artificial intelligence. And I can tell you from where I stand, especially it's coming from this people colony, lies, lies, and bumblebee pies. Yes, y'all. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell cousin, tell a friend. African Americans, our intelligence evolves. White people do it. Then you go 4 steps forward. Then you turn, 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 turn. Then you go 4 steps this way. That's white people. We are like slide and slide and slide. Okay, you see? They cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. See, artificial intelligence will tell you music is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can triple time it, you can eighth time it, you can. And guess what old James Brown said? Drop it on the 1. Bootsy said, James Brown said, drop it on the 1. Now, Schubert, none of that stuff that's going to be in the artificial intelligence. Drop it on the 1. So you see, African Americans stay away from artificial intelligence. It's just trying to stop your creativity. They ain't got no creativity. Everything they have, they've taken. Look at their warehouses of stolen items. Y'all call them museums. But they're warehouses of stolen items. And that's where their intelligence comes from. Not ours. We're progressives. We grow. Not them. Artificial intelligence. Sally walked down the street to the store and got bread. Oh, I'm Hispanic. Pedro went to the corner store and got bread. Oh, I'm African American. Shaquisha walked down the street and got bread. And that's all it is. And they said, oh, that's wonderful. The artificial intelligence is so smart. Quisha don't walk to the corner store to get no damn bread. She made sachet. Listen. She may stop and look around. She may talk to a boy before she get to the store. Listen, that's just intelligence. People don't do the same thing the same way all the time. But these lot of Hatfields and McCoy finna lock down your brain so you be as dumb as they are. So, on this penal colony, and that's the first truth they won't tell, so how's anything else the truth? They have something that they put from the insurance companies for senior citizens. $4,000 for groceries. This special offer for seniors only on Social Security or Medicare. $4,000. You won't get it anywhere else. The government gave it to you. But if the government gave it to me, then they know where I'm at. Well, I ain't got it. Oh, you have to go through this insurance company. Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's the old bait. Remember I told y'all when I work in that homeless shelter? They said when they bring the family in, the first thing they do is give them food. And when the family doesn't conform with what they want, the first thing they take away is the food. And then the family has to conform for them to get the food back. So, the government gave $4,000 to the insurance company to give to me when they know how to put it directly into my bank account or directly on my card. Why wouldn't they give it to me? They take $200, close to $200 every month out of my Social Security. If they was going to give me $4,000 for food, wouldn't they have done it? That's the bullshit. So then you get the food. And then they, uncle, cousin, father, need to buy a house or doing some kind of research or medicine, and now you got to go there. And then you got to use the medicine that you do. What? We gave you $4,000 for food. You know you're supposed to use that to jump through jump through these hoops. And I'm like, no. I'm giving you $200 a month for my Social Security. And if I don't give it to you, if something happens to me, then I'm called what you call fucked. Because that $200 is doctor's fees for a doctor I hope to never see. Anyway, I'm saying if the government is giving me $4,000 in food, why I ain't got it? They know where I am. That's what I'm telling you, the bullshit Hatfield and McCoy. They've been running this country, as they say, they kicked the king out, wink, wink, scratch my ass. And they always play dumb bullshit games like that, and you're supposed to be so stupid. And the girl said, "Oh, I got $4,000 free food from the government, but I had to go through Gordon Life. I had to go through Edna, Oxford. Why the fuck I gotta go through an insurance company to get $4,000 of food that's meant for me? Me. Why you can't send it to my address? Because it's bullshit." Another manipulation tool. They'll be calling you. "Did you go to this doctor? Did you go to this doctor? Did you go to this doctor? Well, we'll kick you off this plan." But then, "Oh no, you can't go to this doctor. They don't cover this doctor. Go to the doctor that I tell you to go to. Do what I tell you to do. Sit there 4 hours and wait until he come out like I tell you to. After all, we did give you $4,000 for food." Everybody ain't stupid. If the government is giving out $4,000 in food stamps, and they know where the hell I am, they know where they send my Medicare card, they know where they deposit my Social Security money, but they don't know where to give me $4,000 of free food. Well, this Hatfield because they've been doing this shit for so long. So long. And we are progressive people. And they are not. They are liar people. They don't tell the truth. I don't blame any country that doesn't do any business with this penal colony. Don't blame them at all. They're not going to tell you the truth. First thing, you want to know if they know the truth? Say exactly how did call them the Negro, a foreign country. You sit down with an American diplomat and you say, "Is it true that the USA is the king's penal colony?" And that the blacks or African Americans, they are descendants of people who attacked the king and you making their life miserable for 600 years? Of course they're going to deny it. Move away from them. Don't sit next to them. Because they're lying. Foreign country asks them, "What exactly did black people do to America to make you like that?" If they say, "Oh, they're thieves, they're robbers, they're criminals," move away from them. They're lying. Because they need to say, "I don't know why we hate African Americans for a king that we say we got rid of." That truth they ain't never gonna tell. Liar, liar, people. No. You get to the point, you don't believe them. You can't believe them. Like I said, I keep my box of grits in my cupboard. I've added, because I'm Northerner, spaghetti. I know how to make, my grandmother taught me, my South Carolina grandmother taught me, how to take nothing and make it into the best something ever with very little. So, I'm just waiting for the bodies to start landing. I hope they pick big buildings to jump off of. I don't want them little splats. When they climb all them buildings, you know, the people that be getting billion-dollar bonuses and making quadrillion-dollar deals where they keeping all the money and all that shit. Well, they should be jumping off the building by now. And you need to do them like Mao did the Chinese people. When it was so horrible in China they couldn't make it, they started committing suicide. And Mao would literally have people go, scrape them up, take them to the hospital, put them back together, and put them right back out on the street. In this case, when them jumpers jump, if they don't jump high enough, scrape them up, put them in the hospital, put them back together, sit them out on the street so they can be poor cripples. Your upcomings. Low life. Ugh. Okay, 8-pound weights, 10 times, tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut. I'm trying to focus on moving the arm, not the hand. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they can't look at you and say, to a diplomat, if the American diplomat can't look at you and say, honestly, I have no idea why we are treating the African Americans like inmate criminals. They never did anything to America. Tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more for good luck. That's how you know this is a penal colony. Ooh! When you overthrow the government in other countries, they get rid of you. But on this penal colony, what we call a coup, they call the cousins fighting. Like in the Civil War, the cousins was fighting, the Hatfields and McCoys. It was the Democrats, the Wings, and all kind of shit. But this go around, Democrats and Republicans. And never gonna grow, but it's a penal colony. They really don't want growth. They want to say they're growing. They don't want growth. They don't pay their debts, so don't fuck with them other countries. They never paid debts to my ancestors. Treated me like an inmate criminal all my life, and I never did nothing to them. And I can't get no kind of compensation or anything for the PTSD fuck shit you're still doing every day. Don't do no business with them. They don't pay their debts. They don't pay their debts. How McConnell coming to Congress? So hungry he's sucking on his shirt. But now he's so rich, he taking that shirt and stuffing them in people's mouths. Yeah. How could all those politicians come in so broke, except African Americans, and leave so rich? Look at our court system. That's when one inmate criminal was able to sit on the highest court in the land and able to do a lot of fuck shit. And he did it. Now they mad. Anyway, like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk.